Tim Laird with you again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. It's time now for another wine find. For that, we head over to the wine rack with John Johnson on Frankfort Avenue.
This time on Wine Finds, we have two new Cavas, Spain's answer to Champagne. So what is the difference between Cava and Champagne? Well, first of all, it's obviously from Spain and not from France. A little bit different aging requirements. Cavas are required to be aged a minimum of 9 months. Champagnes are required to be aged a minimum of 15 months before release. The wine is a super incredible value, and that's one good thing about Cava. You get a lot of the essence of a true champagne, but at a price that's half, third, fourth the cost of actual champagne from France. The first one is from Conquilla. Conquilla is a family-owned estate. The winery is located about 40 miles west of Barcelona. Conquilla is Catalan for shell. And so they name it that because the vineyards are in soil that are essentially used to be marine beds, and they're filled with limestone and basically crustacean fossils. It spends 12 months in the bottle after that secondary fermentation, and that's a key point. The secondary fermentation in the bottle is what's called traditional method, and that's something they have in common with champagne, versus Charmat method, which is how Proseccos are made, and a lot of other sparkling wines where you have the secondary fermentation in the tank. This wine gives you a lot of really nice citrus fruit. There's definitely a little bit of melon happening there, only a little bit of minerality, but it's got a nice little softness to it that complements the bright acidity. Great wine is an aperitif, everything from lighter fare and seafood. The second one that we have is what's called a Brut Nature. So Brut Nature is the driest form of Cava. So that means that essentially no sugar is added after that secondary fermentation in the bottle. So the way that you get the bubbles in a traditionally made sparkling wine is you make wine, you bottle it into this type of heavy-duty bottles, you add a little bit of what's called dosage, which is a little bit of a slurry of wine and yeast, a little bit of sugar, kickstarts a secondary fermentation, and then at the end there's what's called an additional dosage, or a dosage d'expédition in French, and that's a little bit of added sugar that they do to get the sweetness level where they want it. Well, in a Brut Nature, there's no added sugar. So this is your driest form of Cava. Doesn't mean it doesn't have good fruit. It has great fruit qualities to it, plenty of citrusy notes, a nice little chalky minerality, and I think an exceptional value in today's world for under $20 a bottle. We hope you come down to the wine rack, check out these exciting Cavas and all of the sparkling wine that we have to share for you here. Salud.
Thanks, John, and stick around for more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.